I am sure he's looking down from heaven right now.
Change the channel, Marge.
The Lucky Rabbit's Foot, a must-have for every superstitious gambler or risk-taker.
All right, let's go to Leanne in Kansas City. What's up, Leanne?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for taking my call.
Of course. What's up?
So, bottom line is...
Yeah, just say it. Whatever it is, just say it.
I don't trust my husband.
Ruh-roh.
And I don't know how to trust him.
Okay. How did he lose trust with you?
So, he likes to tell half-truths and intentionally... I mean, he likes to lie.
I was going to say, your language is somebody who is so gaslit, like you've got third-degree burns. He tells half-truth. He's a liar.
I really like adventure.
Up here walking on the ledge a lot, right? Were you one of those little
yeah,
kids
it's
that
like
walk around the
walking
ledge?
Yeah, I was one of those kids that how I broke my leg is I was jumping off a house into a snowbank, and I missed a snowbank and landed on the sidewalk, you know. My sister said, you know, what are you jumping off the house for, you know? What are you...
You're also scaring Hollywood to death and the bankers and everybody else with your skydiving. You know?
This is a personal offense. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna hurt you. Okay. I'm gonna make you bleed and cry and call out my name, and then I'm gonna kill you right in front of her. I'm gonna hurt her in front of you and hurt me in front of them. And I'm just gonna hurt everyone.
How exactly are you gonna find me then?
Well, I know someone knows you, and it's just I have friends, Greg. I have friends. Cause you know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do next.
Doesn't sound like you have friends.
I've got a lot of friends. I'm an actor in Hollywood. I know people.
Okay then.
Okay? So you just watch out. Why don't you watch Mission Impossible 3? It's one of my greatest roles. Next to Tom Cruise. Oh, man. You gotta admit, though, I was the best thing about that movie. That fucking faggot Scientologist just brought it down completely. What kind of movies do you like?
It's like looking out a window. That's how people are describing the picture on the newest TV set to hit the market.
This set switches the channel to a new era.
It's a high-resolution format. It's one much more looking like film. Some people have described it as looking out of a window.
Sports, all kinds of settings in almost 3 dimensions. It's like looking through a crystal clear window.
Some of the qualities that I look for in a best friend are, they have to be honest.
Real quick, he's lying, sis.
It's a cooperative act. Think about it. A lie has no power whatsoever by its mere utterance. Its power emerges when someone else agrees to believe the lie. So I know it may sound like tough love, but look, if at some point you got lied to, it's because you agreed to get lied to.
Rabbit! I caught a rabbit! It's like perfectly preserved as well. It's really weird.
Why should you care? Self-deception leads to massive amounts of pain and regret.
Never come back here again, and I'm going to advertise this. There's a bastard here.
Carrying a rabbit's foot got popularized in the 19th century through the African-American magical tradition called hoodoo. Many actors, a famously superstitious lot, kept a rabbit's foot in their makeup box. Rabbit's feet were once used to apply makeup, but lingered as a performer's good luck charm.
This is what Bennett Miller says about you. He works himself into a state of crisis and distress, worrying that people are going to know he's a fraud and that his career is over.
He talks too much, that guy. Well, you do think your career is going to be over all the time. I mean, that's pretty common. I mean, actors kind of feel that way all the time. You know, a lot of pressure out there. How do you keep level?
See, I guess the pressure for me really, and I love what I do, and I've been given a tremendous amount of freedom, and I'm not for 1 second going to complain about my life because I've got it fantastic.
And then the wording goes, and it's like with Scientology. He said, if you let me just tell you what it was really about, if you let me just give me like 20 minutes to like really just tell you what it was about, you would say, no fucking way. No fucking way. I remember being like, I remember, like, the wording was, I was like, is that a good thing to be saying? Is that a
Yeah,
bad
what
thing
does that
to be
mean?
saying? And I remember thinking, like, if you let me tell you about Jewish people, you would say, no fucking way, man. No fucking way. And then I remember there was this very, like, loaded moment where he says this to us. If you just gave me, like, 20 minutes to tell you about this, you would say, no fucking way. And me and Jen are looking at each other, and I'm like, is he going to bite? Am I going to bite? How can we come out of this? Are we strong enough to have him do this to us and not be converted? I don't know if I am. I'm generally a weak-willed, weak-minded person, I would assume, on the grand scale of people. If they got him, what chance do I have? 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 What chance do I have?
Mission Impossible 3. Actually, this movie was lit. I'm not even gonna hold you. This movie was actually high-key lit. I definitely have some thoughts about what happened in this movie. Because what's funny is this movie starts off amazing. This movie starts off with this insane, intense scene where Tom Cruise is sitting in a chair, and across from him is his wife sitting in a chair.
Where did brown chair come from?
Came from the room, same ones we had the last 2 days.
No, those are mine and Wen's chairs.
Well, I don't know.
No.
My team leader
Stack that we had on the side of the chairs that we brought are our chairs.
My name
Yes.
is on that chair.
Right on.
You want to see my name on that chair?
I got 3 for my Constantine Award.
Want me to show you my name on that chair?
Is it the one that says stolen from Moberg?
What?
The one that says stolen from Moberg? See, I stole.
The brown one that
So
says
I
my name on
know
it.
it's mine.
Not a light brown chair, it's a dark brown chair.
Anyway,
I want to show you.
if it's
I'm
yours,
a pro, and you're a thief.
if it's yours, why are you arguing? Why don't you just fucking take it?
And Philip Seymour Hoffman has got the wife hostage, and he's looking like he's gonna kill her just because he enjoys the sport of it. And they're going back and forth in the beginning about this rabbit's foot. It's really intense, and it looks like Philip's just gonna off the wife, you know? And that's how the movie starts. And I want you to know that the movie starts off so well, and it's so good, and it's not until you finish the movie and you're sitting there thinking about it, and you're like, what the fuck happened in this movie? So I'm gonna tell you what happened in this movie.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
In this film, we're back again for the third time with our favorite IMF agent, Ethan Hunt. This is the first time I'm saying the name of the spy agency. It's IMF, and it stands for Impossible Mission Force. I'm sorry, it's so corny. It's so corny. Oh my god, it's so corny. But we're back again for the third time. And you know what's funny? We got the same silly ass plot where there's some sort of like mole, there's some sort of like traitor bitch among us, you know, and they still think it's Ethan. And I'm like, bro, like, this is the third movie we're into the series, and you think that he's a traitor again? You think he's a liar again? Now, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to continue getting ahead of myself by talking about things that I care about, which is Carrie Russell. I care about Carrie Russell so much. I care about Carrie Russell so much because she was fucking fantastic in this movie, and her part was so short. She was barely even in the movie. She was mostly in the movie within flashbacks, and she was the baddest bitch. She was the baddest bitch. I mean, the baddest secret agent, baddest combat, just like bad bitch alert, ring-a-ding-ding.
I've fallen down the stairs. I need help.
The ambulance is on its way. I'm notifying your doctor and your next-door neighbor, Mrs. Stevens. And don't worry, I'll stay right here with you until help arrives.
All senior citizens should have.
Bad bitch alert. And we were robbed. Of all of the people that I have seen in the film series so far, she's definitely like at the top of like best agents in Mission Impossible cinematic universe. And that's just because, you know, who's touching Carrie Russell? I was also surprised to see, what's that guy's name? that guy's name. I think it's Jonathan Myers Reese Myers, Reese's Pieces. Old dude that was with Shouty in August Rush. They were both in this movie, but they weren't working together directly very long. Like, if you haven't seen August Rush, then I don't know how you're not tuned in. But basically, the parents from that movie, they're also in this movie, but they don't interact at all in this movie, which is funny considering in August Rush, I'm pretty sure they barely interact in that movie as well. I haven't seen that movie in 10 years, so don't even quote me on that. Isn't Robin Williams in it? Isn't Leon Thomas in it? Isn't the Good Doctor in it? Who isn't in it? Anyways, that's what I have to say about that. We were robbed of Kerry Russell. Now, let me give you the plot because I've taken forever to get to that point. So basically, at this point, Ethan Hunt is no longer a field agent. At this point, he is basically a trainer. And he is engaged and he is going to get married. Now, if you recall, if you saw my last video, or if you've seen the second Mission Impossible movie, then you know that he was all hugged up with Thandie Newton, aka Naya, aka Shouty. We never see Shouty again. Never to be seen or heard from again. In this movie, he got a brand new girl, whole new bitch. Who this?
How do you introduce a new dog into your household?
Number one, when you're thinking about getting another dog, adopting another dog, adding another dog, make sure you are in agreement with the rest of the family.
And I saw your daughter Lori's Instagram story, and she got a puppy, and I was hoping you could give us some tips or tricks on how to train this dog.
Wait. You saw on Instagram who has a puppy?
Your daughter Lori has I saw her Insta story. She got a new puppy. It's like amazing.
What are you talking about?
Your daughter Lori, she got a new puppy. So I just knew you have some tricks or tips for us and our dog.
No, wait. My daughter getting a damn puppy?
Yes.
In this film, he's all about this woman. He's a trainer now, but in his everyday life, and according to his fiance and her friends, he works in transportation.
If you use public transportation, obviously you're supposed to pay. But there is an epidemic across the country, people skipping out on paying their fare. And it's no small thing. As Lisa Guerrero reports, it's costing cities millions of dollars in lost revenue every year.
They hop, they duck, they climb, they go through two at a time. Anything to avoid paying the fare.
We just caught you jumping. Why did you do that, sir?
He goes back and pays.
This is what you're supposed to do, pay to get in like everybody else, right?
But look at this. While we were talking to him, 1, 2, 3, 4, here come the rest, 5, 6, sneak through the emergency door. This guy pays to get in, but then opens the exit door, and here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more.
His fiance has no idea that he's a secret agent, that he has worked for this secret agent for years. She thinks he's some basic bitch guy who is very attractive and works in transportation. Which is insane. Throughout the beginning of the movie, like, she can tell that he's kind of like hiding something because he steps away to go pick up Kerry Russell because she's been abducted. They fail. She ends up dying. Kerry Russell ends up dying very early on in the movie. Like I said, we were robbed. And he tells his wife that he has to go to some sort of urgent transportation convention center thingy-mabobber in Houston. And I'm like, bro, I used to live in Houston, and I would be damned if there was actually a transportation convention at the George R. Brown Center. Now, that's neither here nor there. What is here and there is the fact that he was straight up lying to his fiance, and Shouty knew that he was lying, and they even had conversations about it, and she was like, you know, I want to trust you, and every time I put the pieces together, it's just not making any sense. And he's like, you're just going to have to trust me.
All right, let's not forget that lying to our partner for whatever reason hurts them and always breaks trust in our relationship.
Now, that's like half of the plot, right? Like, half of the plot is Ethan being in love with his fiance, secretly getting married together. Literally, they got married right after the conversation where she's like, I feel like you're hiding something. And they go to the justice of the peace and they get married. Boo, boo, boo. So the first mission was we had to go pick up Kerry. We didn't succeed. Kerry died. Then the next mission is we gotta go pick up Philip Seymour Hoffman so we can pick up this other thing. So they go pick up Philip by impersonating Philip. Now that's what I'm drawing. I'm drawing Tom Cruise impersonating Philip. I forget the character's name in the movie. Like, what was Philip Seymour Hoffman's? It was like Damien or Dwayne. It was some shit. Dweed? No. They called him a weed. Somebody called him a weed sometime in the movie, but it neither here nor there. He's some sort of like black market trafficker. That's literally how they describe him. And he's after the rabbit's foot. They don't tell us what the rabbit's foot is. I watched this movie twice. I watched it twice, and they don't tell us what the rabbit's foot is. Simon Pegg, who I was shocked to see, is in this movie. A lot of people were in this fucking movie. You got Simon Pegg, Maggie Q, Lawrence Fishburne, Kerry Russell. Like, we could just keep going. But anyways, Simon Pegg goes on some insane rant about how he had a really fat professor talk about the Antichrist in the form of a technological advancement that nobody knew specifically what it was. That's all they tell us in terms of the rabbit's foot. And I'm like, we don't even know what it is. We get all the way to the end of the movie. And mind you, by the end of the movie, Ethan Hunt has swung from buildings. He has ran across gunfire to save his wife's life by retrieving the rabbit's foot from some high-tech security place in Shanghai. And at the end of the movie, Lawrence Fishburne, who plays the director this time, he refuses to tell Tom Cruise what the rabbit's foot is. Tom Cruise is like, what is it? And Lawrence Fishburne is like, oh, if you come back from vacay, then I'll tell you. Bro, I just dedicated 2 hours and 5 minutes of my life to this movie. And you're not going to tell me what a rabbit's foot is? Now, we know what a rabbit's foot is if you know what a rabbit's foot is. But within the context of this movie, they got Tom Cruise swinging from building to building, running up and down the side of a building in order to save his wife's life in under 48 hours. And they don't tell us what it is. When he gets it, when he has it, it's in some sort of like weird canister thing. I can only describe it as like that little canister incubator tube thing that you would see if you ever went to the drive-thru of a bank.
Here, David. David. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like that, but it had like a do not touch imagery on it. That's what it had. And so, but we didn't know what it was. You expect me to believe this is technology? It looks like you have a Tic Tac in there. So I didn't really quite understand that. Now, what did kind of raise the stakes of my own personal anxiety was when I was trying to do research for this video, and I came across the video that is a direct screen grab from the movie when the bad guy, who we thought was the good guy, is actually the bad guy, is explaining the importance of the rabbit's foot, but he doesn't tell us what it is. Now, the thing is, because I'm talking so much that I'm getting lost in the rhythm of my own cadence, the reason why I brought this up was because one of the first comments in the video talked about how the movie became from like unimportant to like very important in the film series, and I'm like, absolutely not, do not ruin this for me. Personally, I would be really upset if I directly found out specifically a spoiler at this point, because I'm too emotionally invested at this point, because I'm halfway into the series, and I'm really the kind of person where it's hard for me to finish series of any kind because I get disappointed when the fun is over, because the world feels like it's ending because there's no more stories. Anyways, this movie was very upsetting for me, only specifically because they never directly explained what the rabbit's foot was. But other than that, it was actually a really good time. First of all, there was a lot of tension between Lawrence Fishburne and the guy who we thought was the good guy, but turned out to be the bad guy. So in terms of using names, I forget Larry's character's name, but we're gonna call him Larry. So Larry was beefing low-key with Musgrave. That's actually the character's name. I don't know the actor's name. Musgrave is some guy who's above Tom Cruise, but Larry is above Tom Cruise and the guy that's above Tom Cruise. It feels like every movie we get a different like secretary slash like boss that Ethan has to like turn to. The first movie it was Yuri the trainer who trains. The second movie it was Anthony Hopkins, and the third movie it's Lawrence Fishburne. So basically, Lawrence Fishburne was having some sort of weird beef with the good guy that turned out to be the bad guy, Musgrave. And I say that because Larry would describe Musgrave as like, you know, you can't speak to me any kind of way just because your dad plays golf with the president type of shit, you know? So then at the end of the movie, when we find out that the good guy, who's actually the bad guy, Musgrave, he was dragging the shit out of Larry, calling him an affirmative action hire. And I'm like, bro, what year is it? This script feels like it's between 2009 and 2012 just because of the easy, cheap shot. You're a white boy. Here's this comic. You're a black man. Here's this comic. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like a bunch of bullshit. That's what it feels like. Let's see. What else was interesting about this movie? We could talk about how phenomenal Philip Seymour Hoffman was, considering the script gave him absolutely fucking nothing to work with. Let's see. He's some sort of black market trafficker. Don't really know anything about where he's from, what he really does, except it seems like his character was someone who enjoyed torturing people because he enjoyed the way the skin sounds when you rip it.
I'm gonna kill you right in front of her. I'm gonna hurt her in front of you and hurt me in front of them. And I'm just gonna hurt everyone.
It was fun to see Philip act like a fucking fool. I would have liked to have seen more written for him in a better way. Literally, the entire time he's on screen, it's like, what's your name? I'm gonna fillet your wife. I'm gonna do it for fun. What's your name? I'm gonna rip you to shreds. I'm gonna kill you in front of those that love. Like, that's it. No business plan, no money grabbing energy. Not even like a little Mr. Krabs kind of moment, you know? Like, not even that. It's like, what's your name? I'm gonna find your wife and I'm gonna torture her. I'm gonna make her watch you be in pain. I'm like, all right, Philip, what else you got? All right, Philip, what about the business plan? You know what I mean? Like, let's not get lost. Still didn't really make a lot of sense to me. It was just like, oh my god. No, I have to restart something right now. No, wait, because there was a moment, right? So, just in terms of nothing that has any relevance to the plot itself, but as we wrap up this video, please know that when I was watching the movie starts off, like, when we're keeping it cute, we're at the engagement party for Ethan, right? For Ethan and his fiance, Martindale. And at the party, there's an actor that looks like the dude from Breaking Bad. And I swear to God, character actress Margot Martindale is in that movie. Like, I swear to God, I saw her. And then I never saw her again. And I'm like, no, she has to be in this movie. No, there's no way. No. I'm going to, like, investigate it right now. There's no way that she's not in this movie. Hang on. And of course, her credits are so long. No, it's not showing it to me. I swear to God, that was her. She got a twin. No. That looked like her. In terms of the fact that I have a video that I need to finish, I'm uncertain if I gave any real insight into how this movie was, but here's the following things to know. The entire time, Tom Cruise's friends in the movie were like, you know, maybe you shouldn't really get married if you have to, like, hide this part of your life to her. Because, like, he was dating her for so long, and then nobody at his job knew who she was. When they had the engagement party, he had not even met her sister. I'm like, bro, like, and under normal circumstances, like, Ethan is giving red flag. Like, if I was friends with his fiance, I'd be like, bitch, what are you doing?
Real quick, he's lying, sis.
What are you doing? And not only that, it's time for us to move on and actually look at the photo that we have created for you all today. So, I don't know if you could tell, but in this image, they're supposed to be the same person. It's supposed to be Philip Seymour Hoffman and Tom Cruise as Philip Seymour Hoffman. Let's see. Oh. And that's all that she drew for all of you.
The defendant has slipped away from security and re-entered the courtroom. He strips off his prison-issue shirt and uses it to hide his handcuffs. He makes it to the hallway, and after a quick look around, he takes off. Along the way, he ditches the distinctive orange prison-issue shoes and continues barefoot through the courthouse. Quickly makes his way to the lobby until he exits straight through the front doors and out onto the street.
How do we dice an onion? Boy, that's a big onion. Look at that. Woo! First of all, what constitutes a good onion? A good onion is a heavy onion, and this is what I'm telling you. This is a 6-pound onion. Maybe not 6 pounds, but it's a heavy one. And it's also an onion with the pepper skin of the onion is pretty whole. See, it's whole together. Now what we need to do is we need to remove, this is the tip of the onion, and this is the root end. You see the root right here? So we need to remove the root, and we need to remove the tip, so then we can remove the skin of the onion.